What's up guys, Miss Pass here back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video, and today is pretty much just going to be straight up commentary. We all got the Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum event, and so I'm going to have that going in the background. I might make some side comments about, what's going on the screen, but largely I'm just going to be talking about what's going on with me, what's going on with the game, what's going on with EA Play coming up this weekend, and just all of the exciting things going on in Galaxy of Heroes. So I know I've kind of been AWOL for the last couple weeks, but work got really busy, and I just didn't have a whole lot of time between de-stressing, having some family time, and just all the work. Work has been busy, so I did take a little bit of a break there. This is strictly hobby for me. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I don't have any other sponsorships or anything of that sort. So this is basically just pure hobby for me. I do this in my free time. And being partnered with EA is just a very pleasant perk that I enjoy. As a part of what I do for fun. I play this game for fun, I make these videos for fun, so the fact that EA has decided to partner with me for these videos and to give you guys the most up-to-date content and exclusive access to special gameplay and everything else is just very much a perk for me. So in that regard, EA Play is coming up this weekend, and I have been afforded the great opportunity to go down to Hollywood and meet with not just the developers of EA's Galaxy of Heroes, but also a number of other EA titles that are pretty awesome, honestly, and if I had the time for them, I would definitely play. Specifically, Need for Speed. I used to be a huge Need for Speed fan. Like back when the very first Need for Speed came out on like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, whatever it was. Need for Speed Underground, I think, is what it was. I don't think it was the very first one, but it was one of the most memorable ones for me anyway. So I've been a big Need for Speed fan, so I'm very excited to possibly get down and maybe get some Need for Speed access. I don't know if I'll post any videos. I highly doubt it because I'm going to be so busy with Galaxy of Heroes, but I'm definitely going to be making comments, if I can, to you guys about other EA games that are coming out. I know Battlefront 2 is going to be a huge title. I know that Arnold T101 and maybe one or two of the other EA mobile game changers are also planning on doing some console capture of Battlefield 2, so keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be real exciting. Hopefully we'll actually have access to a developer panel, and if we do, I would love to collect questions and comments from you guys, suggestions that you guys have for the developers of Galaxy of Heroes. I know there are a number of suggestions that you guys have made, especially since the last quality of life update was pushed a few months ago. So if you would like to send me your questions, you can follow me on Twitter or tweet to me at mist_YouTube and send me your questions with the hashtag #MissedOpportunity. See what I did there? Yeah, see, so these are all of the quality of life updates that you wish you got in the last quality of life update, but they just quite didn't make it into the game. One of the biggest things that I know I'm going to be pitching is mod management. I would really love for the mod switch credit cost to be removed, and the mod system, or rather a mod memory system, built into the squad builder. I think it seems like a very intuitive location for a feature like that, and so I'm definitely going to make my case for that. If you have other ideas, please send them to me with that hashtag, again, missed opportunities, capital M, capital O, and who knows, maybe one of the suggestions we come up with makes it into the next quality of life update. Now, one thing to keep in mind is just because one of you guys makes a suggestion and I bring it up to the devs or whatever happens, it doesn't necessarily mean that I, deserve any kind of credit for making these kind of suggestions. People are making similar suggestions all over different media platforms, different means, the forums, Reddit, everything else, and developers see a lot of that activity. So I'm not the only one out there asking the devs to do stuff. Plus, I really don't have like a direct line to the developers. I can't just like pick up my phone and call them up and say, "Hey guys, this is a great suggestion. You should do this with the game." No, I don't have that kind of insider access to the developers. I mean, I basically just have this medium and Twitter and a couple other handy ways to pitch my ideas to the developers. Occasionally, I do get invited out to EA events like EA Play, and so that's where I like to try and make my pitches and sell some of the ideas that you guys bring to me, and where other developers, or rather game changers and other content creators, are doing the same exact thing. So, I just think that this is a great opportunity for those of you guys in both my subscription fan base and my Twitter followers to have an opportunity to potentially get some access to the developers indirectly so that you can get your ideas pitched. Honestly, guys, EA Play just sounds like it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm real excited to go out there, meet the devs, hang out with Jesse and the other EA Game Changers again. I mean, if you guys are in the local area, as far as I know, the tickets are free. You can just come out, hang out, play some games, and get to meet all of us. I know that I'm going to be out there. Arnold T101, Warrior, Ramon, Mobile Gamer, and McMoltu are all going to be out there. So come out, say hi, shake our hands, and get to meet the faces behind the videos. I know that you already know Arnold T101, Warrior, and Mobile Gamer, and I'm in a couple of my videos. If you watch some of the older streams from the first time I went out to EA back in October of last year, and I'm in a couple other streams. So get to come out and meet us, hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of games to play, and come on, I mean, it's video games. Who doesn't love a video game expo that's free? Come on. So if you're going to be in the LA area, definitely come out, say hi. I'd love to meet you guys. Otherwise, in game, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. We've had Ahsoka drop. We had R2 a few weeks back, and it seems like things are just rolling faster and faster in this game. Seems like new characters come out every couple of weeks, almost, it seems like. Phoenix characters should be coming farmable here in the next couple weeks, so I'm interested to see if any or all of Phoenix Squadron is going to go to the Shard Shop. My guess is they may actually put all 6 characters into the Shard Shop. I mean, they did put Nihilist, Sith Assassin, and Sith Trooper all in the Shard Shop, but it really just remains to be seen whether they decide to only put a couple characters in the Shard Shop, or maybe they will rotate the characters in and out of the Shard Shop a little bit more frequently than they have recently. I mean, Nihilist, Sith Trooper, and Sith Assassin have been in the Shard Shop for, I want to say, going on 6 weeks. I don't know for sure. Might be closer to 5. I don't know. Time seems to be just flying lately. But I have thoroughly enjoyed the access to Darth Nihilus in the Shard Shop. I have him almost 7 stars. He's at 92 out of 100 shards as I speak, making this video right now. And I can thoroughly say that I am very excited to get him to 7 stars as a mostly free-to-play player. I do have the Crystal subscription pack on a constant roll, and I do occasionally purchase little things like I did buy the $10 Ahsoka Tano booster, because, I mean, come on, she's freaking Ahsoka Tano. So, I mean, I kind of had to give in on that one. Other than Ahsoka Tano coming in, I have been a very fortunate participant in a guild chat, or rather shard chat, for my arena shard, which, if you guys are in the top 20 on your arena server and you are not in a line, Discord, Slack, any other method of out-of-game chat with your arena shard mates, definitely try and find that chat server, because it not only makes arenas more enjoyable, but it definitely fosters, good sportsmanship and, just cooperation. And, I mean, let's face it, when you can make it to the top 5 for your arena payout, well coordinated, in fact, with other players who share the same arena payout as you do, without having to do a refresh in your arenas, there's something to be said there. And I really can say that arenas for a long time were I would literally do my 2 arena battles and just wouldn't care. I stopped caring about arenas because it was just a pain in my butt. It was just an extra thing that I had to do every day for my daily activities. Well, I can happily say that I am now on a solid, steady rotation and have been for the last several weeks with the other players on my arena shard that share a payout with me. And I've been making the top 5, rotating in and out of first place and collecting a number of shards, or rather crystals, which have helped immensely. I haven't really had to spend any significant amount of money in this game lately, and I'm being able to gear my characters just so fast. It's awesome. Like, for example, once I found out what Ahsoka Tano's gear requirements were going to be, it only took me, I'd like to say, 3 weeks maybe, from the time that she was announced in-game with her character requirements on Star Wars Galaxy SWGoH.gg, as Warrior likes to call it, SWGoH. I was able to farm and stockpile gear to get her to 11, with some lucky drops from the Rancor and Heroic tank, to get her to 11 in a matter of weeks. So for me, that's pretty awesome. I'm very excited to actually be able to take characters up to, gear 11, gear 10, that easily. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not simple, it's not easy. It does require a lot of self-control because there are a lot of characters I want to gear up right now, but like I preach in almost every video, resource management. This game is all about resource management. So if you have been watching the video, that last battle with Vader, I almost, was happy that I lost because it meant that I got to play with Ahsoka Tano at 7 stars again for another battle, which, I don't know. Ahsoka Tano is probably one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe. Extended universe notwithstanding, because Darth Revan probably takes the cake for my favorite Star Wars character. Don't ask me why. I think it's just my first real Star Wars video game was KOTOR and KOTOR 2, and those games were just so awesome. If you haven't played them, definitely look them up on Steam, find them, play them, because KOTOR was one of the best games ever. I mean, for a real-time turn-based, it was you could configure it to be real-time or turn-based. RPGs out there, it was awesome. The replayability on that game is incredible. It's just a great Star Wars game, and let's face it, Darth Revan, the backstory, if they ever make that canon, please, Disney, make it canon, because Darth Revan is awesome. They have started down into the extended universe a little bit with canonizing the Mandalorian Wars through Star Wars Rebels. So I'm optimistic, You might find Revan becoming canon sooner than we might have ever expected. So, at any rate, Ahsoka Tano, I was really excited to actually get back and do this event again, because I actually was thinking, man, I might just have to retreat and just do it again just to do it again. But Darth Vader kicked my butt, so I got to play it again. And I can honestly say that I am thoroughly impressed with Ahsoka Tano. Since taking her to Gear 11, I can honestly say that Wedge is one of the better leaders to run her under. Jin is just a fun leader to run Rebels under for Galactic War and everything else, because, you run her with Cassian Andor, and between all of those negative status effects that Cassian throws out, it's just nuts. You throw R2 in the squad, and you've got debuffs galore, which equates to just a stupid number of exposes. Look at that. It's just ridiculous. So, Jin, definitely a fun rebel leader. If you don't have her, go farm her. I'm running her at gear 7, I think, in this video, maybe 8, and, Yeah, she hits like a wet noodle, but she's only there for the leader skill. I mean, come on, all those exposes, but that right there, I was not expecting that. Darth Vader freaking revived on you. So, as I'm sure you probably found out from playing the event, if you don't clear those side droids, Darth Vader gonna come back. Wasn't a huge issue though, because I mean, let's face it, Chase, Chirrut and Baze are just redonkulous, so no issues there. I got to kill Vader twice, which, I mean, come on, it's fun. All in all, I really loved this event. Ahsoka Tano, she's great, she's awesome. I did use a Zeta on her special attack, which I'm almost regretting, but I'm almost not regretting, if that makes any sense, because honestly, she's still very squishy, and if you don't want to spend the money to get her to 7 stars, and you maybe want to shell out just the $10 to get her to 4 stars, I think she is arena viable at gear 11, as long as you run her with R2 and have his number crunch Zeta'd. I really wish that I had Zeta number crunch first, because let's face it, that extra offense, health, protection from running her with other rebels, and maybe K2SO for the droid benefit. I think those extra stats will really help her survivability in arenas. Also in Galactic War, but you know, if you are considering Zetas, I would definitely consider R2's number crunch before you Zeta Whirlwind. I know that one of the biggest issues that a lot of people have with Ahsoka Tano right now is her survivability. And honestly, unless you're running her with a very good supporting cast, she is not really great on defense in arenas. Now, I mean, by supporting cast, I mean you have to have the right leader. Wedge is a great one, and you have to have good squad members around her. I've seen Chase, obviously Chirrut and Baze are great pretty much anywhere, but also R2, General Kenobi. I've even seen squads with Leia. She obviously runs best with rebels, but she just needs a good supporting cast, and she'll be good to go in arenas, I think, even at 4 stars gear 11. At any rate, guys, sometimes I just like to talk about what's on my mind when it comes to Galaxy of Heroes. So thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. As always, join my Discord server to continue the conversation, and I will catch you all later.